Okay, we are here in our Excel activity 2. You can see that you have the directions here and you also have the data here that you are to type. So when you go into Excel, you have your blank cell here, your blank worksheet, and what you're going to do is you are going to save as Excellent Adventure Activity 2, which I've already done that. And then you want to make sure that your font is set at um, Calibri and that it is 12. And then what we're going to do is we are going to go set up our page, and we want to make sure that it's fit to one page. We want to have a custom header with our name, Park Map Legend 1, and then we also want to put today's date on that. So you want to make sure all that information is there. You want to make sure that it's portrait and it's scaled to fit on one page, which we've already done. And then what you're going to do is you are going to start typing Park Map Legend. And as you know, as you are typing this information, it is bigger than the cell that we have. And so what we want to do is we want to make sure that the cell is wide enough that it has that it can contain all of the information that we want to type in it. The next one that they want is Excellent Adventure. And we want to make sure that we type in 2020. Now, this part up here at the top actually wants us to make sure that we have it all in caps, and I can quickly change that all into caps here. And then to save time, I have actually typed all of the data here for us, and we're going to begin to manipulate it like the directions ask us to do. So I'm going to select cell A1, and I'm going to bold that. And oops, I have the entire document. That's not what I want to do. I want to go to cell A1, and I want to make sure that it's 14 font, and I want to make sure that it's bold. B2, or I'm sorry, A2, what they want us to do is to make that italics. With the next step, it says A1 through B1. I'm going to go up here to A1, and I'm going to move my cursor over to B1, and then we're going to go up here to the top where it says Merge and Center, and I'm going to click on that, and it's going to make all of this one cell, and it's going to make sure that it's centered. And I'm going to do the exact same thing to the second cells there, and I'm going to merge and center those. What it wants me to do with this next group here is it wants me to center align them, and so I can do that all at the same time as long as I have all of that inside my cursor there. So that takes us all the way through step 10. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is to change the font color, and it gives us a number of cells that we need to change. And so the first one is A8, and you go up here and you change it to red. But there's a lot of cells that they want us to change. So an easy thing for us to do is to hit the Command key and then move to the other cells that we need to change. And I'm doing that right now. And then what we can do is we can actually change them all at the same time. Not only do they want them red, but they also want them bold. So I just need to go back here and make sure that I have this bold. All right, now that we've changed the font color, they also want us to fill some cells. So we're going to move to cell A6, and we are going to use the fill, and we are going to turn it blue. And then it wants us to go to B6, and it would like us to change that to green. Then we are going to do something called a strike through. So it wants us to move down to B29. So we have Mile High Pizza. We're going to put our cursor there. We are going to go over here to where it says Format, and we're going to go to where it says Format Cells. And then right here, you will see, in effect, a strike through that's available, and we're going to hit OK, and it's going to strike through Mile High Pizza for us. And then the last step that I need to do is I want to make sure that I sent the print area. So I have all of this, and I want to highlight it all the way down here to the bottom. And I am going to go to my home screen here. And no, I'm sorry, I want to go to my page layout, dear. And I want to set my print area. And then just to make sure that I have what I need, I want to go up and go to File Print. And I should see that I have my header there, I have my information centered, I have my different colors here, and I have my strike through. And then what I would like you to do is to do a save and submit this file for me. And that is all that you will need to do for lesson 2.